in critical condition. Please explain to us what happened, because, since then I think you were taking a minute to kind of rest.
Well, let me put it this way. My dairy business park at the moment has got more police vehicles than the divisional police headquarters. So it certainly means that there's somebody very powerful who is got an interest in my property. What happened on the Saturday when I had to take cover was that from the previous day, I'd noticed that I was being followed by some vehicle.
Okay.
And it so happened that on that Friday, the police OCS of Karen Police Station came to my facility. They were on a routine. They normally go for security reasons. In fact, at that particular time, it was supposed to be an alert on possible terrorism attacks in Nairobi. So, I don't want to go too far into that, but they came because our facility has a lot of foreigners who come in, and a lot of, high-end individuals who come to the facility. So they came to warn us just to increase our security. So, of course, in passing, I told them, look, I'm a little bit concerned that I'm getting some vehicle which follows me. But, I didn't take it very seriously because I did increase my security detail. So at any given time, I would have one or two vehicles in my security detail. And what happened is that this particular OCS decided to go and, make an OB on that particular mention that I gave to her, his or her. But then all of a sudden on Saturday, about 6-something, almost 7 o'clock, I was heading to a radio station for an interview. And I think they'd been promoting it on air.
Yeah.
So that made me particularly vulnerable. I realized that made me vulnerable. So, of course, getting into, I would overtake, they would overtake. Of course, my security vehicle noticed this. And then, of course, after a roundabout, I took a very sharp turn to the left, and it was such a sudden turn that they passed. And of course, it's a one-way, so they couldn't have turned around. So that gave me the exit into a current area where I had to make calculations. Do I continue to drive, in which case they could still meet me? I don't know how many of the vehicles, how many vehicles there are which could be following me.
Yeah.
And so I decided to abandon my vehicle. And fortunately, one of my security vehicles, which was following, was right behind. And I stopped when I noticed that it was them. And I went to this other security vehicle and had to take cover. Ordinarily, if that kind of thing happens, you go to the police station and report. But as I told you, my own dairy was hosting about 50 policemen. So how do you go to the people who have...
Was there a clear threat